And if you look at the camera, say your first and last name and where you're from.
Randall Kane, Oakland, California. Actually, Castro Valley, but...
There we go. What do you think about the rumors of maybe Raiders coming here?
I'm not a Raiders fan. I'm a Niners fan.
Okay.
But I would come out to Vegas, and I'd probably go to a game, you know.
There you go.
Give me another reason to get out here.
There's always something to do in Vegas.
Yeah.
All right. What I was saying before, just remember on the track, if at any time cars are passing, that during the pass, the instructor just has to place a hand on the wheel.
Okay.
Real important. Don't let go. Keep your hands on the wheel. Now, when we accelerate, let me see going here.
Okay.
When we accelerate, again, smooth on the throttle, as fast as you want up to the double orange cones. When we get to the orange cones, I use my hands a lot when I instruct, but I'll say brake, brake, brake. And I describe the braking as if you're coming to a stop sign. Just steady, firm, smooth on the brake. Okay. But the faster you go down a straightaway, the harder you brake for the turn. Because the turn speeds don't change that much. So the faster you're going on a straightaway, you just want to brake. And we want to get all that brake while we're straight. Once I get you to the speed, I know the car will make it through the turn. I'm going to say release the brake. Just let the car roll through the turn, balance up to your apex. Apex at the center of the turn. That's when you're going to start squeezing the throttle as you're unwinding the wheel. All right?
Okay.
Connect the dots. That's the green cones. Brake at the orange ones. That's layman's terms.
Right.
All right?
Okay.
All right, so foot on the brake pedal. This is what gear we're in. We're in first gear here. Okay. And our wheels turned, it should be turned all the way to the right, so go one full turn to the left. It should be straight there. We're going to go straight ahead and to the left. What's your daily driver at home?
Nissan Maxima.
All right. Do you have the paddle shifts on that?
No, I have an old one.
Oh, okay. I have a lot of people that have the paddle shifts, but they always say, you know what, I've never used them though. And we'll pull up just alongside the blue cones there, just past that wall, just for a moment so I can see to the right.
All right.
Yeah, this is a fun car. It's got the same 0 to 60 as that 700 horsepower Aventador. And I'll pull up just a little more. Good right there. We're going to follow this Lamborghini right here, so we're going to take off nice and easy up over the white line here. Once we get on track, we'll stay left. Now watch, we'll shift up one, close to this apex, and just straight to that single green cone, straight ahead. Now we come out wide here, and then tight to the apex here. And that'll give you a good line coming out of the turn. Let it come out, and you can full throttle down to the orange cone. Shift up. One more. Now we're going to keep that gear, no downshift, just a little brake. A little more. Now release the brake. Let it roll all the way down to the stripes there. There you go. That's nice. Now accelerate. Let it come up to the left to the orange cones there on the left side. Now a little more brake on this turn. More brake, downshift. There you go. And no more shifting till the big straightaway. Now right all the way to the orange cones. And we're going to go from that cone to that cone. See, that was nice. Now once you peak the hill, start accelerating to the orange cone on the left. Because that's where our next turn-in cone is. A little brake, release the brake.
Oh, am I braking at the...
At the double orange cones.
Okay.
Okay. So right here, accelerate to the two orange cones on the right. There you go.
Oh, go to the right?
Yep. Just we're going to go from that cone to that cone, close to that apex. Accelerate straight. Straight out to that green cone. Now we're going to go from that cone to that cone. Now, I do have a car coming up behind us here real quick.
Okay.
And they're going to come by on the outside. Follow the white Audi there. There you go. All clear. No more cars. Left side. Shift up. One more. All right, here we'll brake harder this time. Harder, harder. Downshift. Now release the brake. There you go. Just let it roll. And then accelerate. Let it come up. That's perfect. All the way to the orange cone on the left. Now this one we brake harder for because it's a flat turn. A little more brake. Downshift. Now turn. There you go. Right side all the way to the orange cones. Just a tap of the brake and then use that momentum to carry you over the hill and no more shifting. And accelerate. I saw your fingers looking. A little more brake on this one. This is our tight one. Release the brake. Tight to the apex. There you go. Middle of the track. Back to the right. Beautiful. Just a tap of the brake. Tight to that apex. Throttle straight. There you go. And just a little brake right here. And then tighter to the apex. You do this turn very well. That's nice. And then come out. There you go. Shift up. One more. Now a little more brake this time. Harder brake. Downshift. There you go. Yeah, a little fast on that one. Remember, we always want to get that brake before we make our turn. And the faster we go, just the harder we brake. All the way to the orange cones. Brake. A little more. Downshift one. Release the brake. Start your turn. Beautiful. Right side all the way to the orange cones. And just a tap of the brake here, and then let it roll over the hill. And just about to the center of the track here, right about there, we'll allow it to unwind a little bit, and then like a diagonal line back to that cone. You see, this straightaway and the next one don't have a exit cone, so we just unwind just to the middle, back to the right. There you go. Close to that apex. Accelerate straight. There you go. Just a tap of the brake, and then tight to your apex. I got one more Ferrari coming up here behind us. And that's our Italia. That one will beat us every time, don't worry. Follow that car. Left side. Shift up. One more. And brake. A little harder. Downshift one. Now release the brake. Very nice. Just a little tighter turn. And then let it unwind. Beautiful. All the way down to the orange cones. A little more brake for this one. Downshift one. Start your turn now. See, I lined you up good. You have a better line than that one. That's good. And then just green to green. And then after you peak the hill, unwind just to the middle. Just a little bit there. There you go. And then like a diagonal line. Brake. Release the brake. That car's all done. So we're going to go past him. And back to the right. All the way to the orange cones. Close to that apex. That'll always set up the straight line. Accelerate. And then just a little brake. There you go. Tight to your apex. And that's a good balance with the throttle. Just enough to maintain it. And all the way down to the orange cones. Up one. One more. We're going faster, so we'll brake harder. Downshift. There you go. Now release the brake. Now go down to the bottom. See, that's a great apex. Perfect right there. Accelerate. Come up. That was a smooth turn. That was nice. Brake on this one, downshift one, start your turn. There you go, right side, full throttle to the orange cones. Just a tap and then let it roll over. And when we tap the brake like that, it's just helping set the front of the car and just helping it turn all the way to the orange cones. Release the brake and tight to your apex. How do you like this car?
Very nice.
You're doing nice, very smooth, all the way to the orange cones. Tap of the brake, tight there, throttle straight. There you go. And just keep turning all the way through this, and that'll bring you right out to the apex, and then come out to the left. There you go. Shift up. One more. A little more brake this time, more downshift, and release the brake. There you go. Beautiful. Come up. All the way to the orange cones. And brake, a little more, downshift one, and tight to your apex. Beautiful. Right side, all the way to the orange cones. Tight to your apex there. And then all the way down to the orange cones.
I like this car.
You're doing good. Yeah, this is a very smooth car. Tight to your apex. We're going to go one more time here. Full throttle to the orange cones. Just a tap. Turn now. There you go. Now straight. Perfect. And let it roll through the turn. Tight to your apex. And then unweight. Now throttle as you unwind. There you go. Up one. One more. And brake. A little more. Downshift and release the brake. There you go. You got that brake right at the end there. That's perfect. Come up all the way down to the orange cones. And little brake. Downshift one. Start your turn. Release the brake. There you go. Right side. Full throttle to the orange cones. Just a little brake. Tight there. Much better apex on that one. And throttle. Now this this time around, we're going to go between our 2 yellow cones that we have around the turn here. We'll go straight ahead. That was nice. First time on track, that was actually fantastic.
Thank you.
That was fantastic. That was good. Trying to think of anywhere, those probably last 3 laps going into that bank turn, you waited a little longer before you turned in, which was good. It allowed you to hit the apex better. The first couple we were turning in just a little early.
Yeah.
Other than that, very nice job. I have really not a whole lot to tell you. Just remember, the faster you go, the harder you brake.
Okay.
Now we're going to park right on the other side of the Cayman right here, so just right in that spot.
Said to watch out for kids and people walking and stuff.
Yes, they're all over. And trust me, they're not looking around. Look at the cars.
What are all those things down there?
The hoses?
Yeah.
We use those to cool the cars off when it gets real hot in the summer. We spray that in the radiators just to help them cool off a little bit.
Okay.
With the steering wheel, turn that all the way to the right until it stops. And anything you want to say on the video there before I turn it off?
Awesome. Awesome.
That was good. Now, do you have any questions?